A very good morning, a good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen all over the world. My subscribers, I love you so much. My returning subscribers, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please do the needful. Subscribe and later hit the notification bell so that when we put the video, you're the first person that is going to listen to the video first and spread it all over the world. It's your friend Royal Mark again. Once I'm here, you just know that I've come to give you the best information, research based and correct, that will help you maintain your health and body. Today we're going to look at how we can control our blood pressure, or how we can bring down our blood pressure in case it is high. How can we maintain your blood pressure? If you're a blood pressure patient, I do not mean that you stop taking your medication. No. Continue taking your medication. However, these ways that I'm going to talk about can help you maintain your blood pressure normal. And if you're not if you're not hypertensive, or if you're not hypotensive, you're not a patient that falls under that category, and you want to maintain your body normal, minus suffering from high blood pressure or low blood pressure, please listen to these. They will help you maintain your blood pressure normal. Our first thing we're going to talk about is reducing sodium. Sodium is mainly salt. And in salt we find sodium chloride, the Na and the Cl. What is so much dangerous to our body is sodium. People who put raw salt, for example, if maybe you've prepared your meal and you find that maybe salt is not enough and then you begin adding, you're doing a disservice to your heart, because your blood pressure is going to shoot up and you begin suffering from high blood pressure, or what we call hypertension. The other is doing physical exercises. Physical exercises are so much important to our body, not only to cut weight. Most people go to do exercises because they want to cut weight. But in so doing, it can also help you improve the health of your heart. The more you do exercises, you keep your arteries and veins to do their work they're supposed to do to support your heart. Live longer and live healthy. Weight loss is another thing that we want to talk about. You know, a long time ago, I was around 95 kilograms. And as I speak right now, I'm 80 kilograms. My target is 75. Weight loss is so much important to you because you cut a lot of fats in the body. You maintain your heart healthier. You maintain your kidneys working very well. Most of the important organs in our body work with weight loss. Because when you have too much weight in your body, you keep a lot of things that are not needed in the body. But when you do or carry out a weight loss, at least you lose around 10 kilograms, that is equivalent to 22 pounds. It helps you maintain your blood pressure. You do not give your heart a lot of workload for you to maintain healthier. So you who is listening to me and you want to maintain your blood pressure normal and not high or low, please do exercises. Lose weight. It's so much important. The other is continue with your treatment. You who is having hypertension, you've been hypertensive for a while, and I've told you that you are hypertensive, please don't stop taking medicine. This is what I started with. Continue taking your medication. Once you've been diagnosed with hypertension, there is no day you will stop taking your medicine. You'll always be on your medicine to support your heart. Unless you want to get a pacemaker, unless you want to go into cardiac failure. Cardiac failure, it's when the pump has totally failed to do what it's supposed to do and you begin getting some other side effects. So if you have been diagnosed with hypertension, please continue taking your medication. Be compliant with the medication. Always visit your doctor and let him advise you on what to do here and there. Visit your nurses. They're always there in the hospital to guide you in this life of hypertension. The other thing is you're going to quit smoking. You who is listening to me and you've been diagnosed with hypertension, number one, smoking would have been what has caused you to have hypertension because of the ingredients in what we smoke. For example, shisha, tobacco use, there is what we call nicotine. Nicotine is an ingredient that is in this smoke that we do take in our lungs. It does not only affect the lungs, but can also affect the heart. Why? Because nicotine causes what we call vasoconstriction. Vasoconstriction it means that it makes your veins narrower, and in so doing, blood will not pass through easily, and therefore you'll be having a shooting up of your blood pressure. Your blood pressure will always be high, and you're going to be affected with high blood pressure. The other I would like to talk about is meditation. Meditation, to the people who are spiritually upright, you understand what I talk about. You sit down and begin thinking about what God has done for you, helps you to reduce stress and bring down your heart pressure, or bring down your worries, your anxiety, your stress that will increase your blood pressure. So just sit down a while and meditate. It even keeps you healthier, mind-wise and body-wise. So meditation does not only help those people who are spiritually upright, or people who are born again Christians, or maybe Catholics or Muslims, because I know they also have some time they sit down and meditate. So when you meditate most of your times, it will help you keep your heart healthier. In so doing, you'll never be a patient of hypertension. The other is reducing coffee intake. You know, in coffee, most especially my friends who are in Arab Emirates, who are in UAE, in Saudi Arabia, you take coffee more oftenly. If you take coffee more than 4 cups a day, you have taken in a lot of caffeine in your body. And caffeine still is going to cause blood constriction, blood vessel constriction. Blood is not going to move freely in your vessels, and in so doing, your pressure is going to be high because your heart is going to be pumping blood at a higher force, and in so doing, pressure is going to be high. A point to note, we have always 2 pressures that we measure when you come to the hospital. The upper pressure and the lower pressure, what we call systolic and diastolic scientifically. But let me not confuse you. Let's now say upper and lower. The upper pressure is when the heart is giving blood to the other parts of the body, and then the lower is when your heart is receiving blood. What worries us most is when you come to the hospital, we measure your blood pressure, and the pressure that is lower, that shows that the heart is receiving blood, if it is high, we get worried. And therefore, this is where we begin asking you the way you've been behaving. Are you a smoker or are you a drinker? This takes us to another point: alcoholic. If you're taking alcohol, please, if you're an alcoholic person, just know you're putting your heart in danger. Anytime you may begin having problems, we call it atherosclerosis. All these ones mean narrowing of blood vessels just because of the ingredients that are in the alcohol that we take. So you who is listening to me and you want to maintain your blood pressure normal, please always remember that alcohol will affect me. Please reduce the intake or stop if it is possible, because I know a habit is always hard to leave, but you begin living it slowly but slowly, and as time goes on, you totally leave that habit that is going to affect your lifetime. Now, you who is hypertensive already, this is important for you. Always monitor your blood pressure. You know, when you always come to the hypertensive clinics and diabetic clinics, we always tell you to buy gadgets that you can use at home. And one of those gadgets is the BP machine, or the blood pressure machine. We always tell you that to measure your blood pressure in the morning and in the evening as you're going to sleep, and also note it down. So monitor your blood pressure. And if you find that you've measured like 3 blood pressures and they are high, please run back to the hospital and you see your doctor, because we don't want you to go into cardiac failure. So always maintain your blood pressure normal by monitoring it. You who is hypertensive already, please, because it helps you monitor yourself. When you write it down, it helps also the doctor, it helps the nurses to know whether the medicine is working for you very well or it is not working. And then the doctor will change the medicine, because when you come to the hospital and you're hypertensive, it does not mean that the medicine we have given you is going to work magic. No, sometimes we first give you a regimen, and if it has refused, we give you another regimen or another type of treatment. The other thing I would like to talk about that is also so much important, and lastly, that what I would like to talk about is diet. Most of the times people eat things that bring our blood pressures high, most especially people who eat cheese, people who eat butter, people who eat things that have high fat content. You cause plaques into your blood vessels, or what we may call myocardial infarction. Whereby you're going to have problems with blood being pumped in the body, and as a result, your blood pressure is going to be high. So if you are there and you're listening to me, avoid taking too much fat content, avoid taking this cheese, butter, etc. And those of you who eat a lot of oil that is spiced in your foods, please, you also affect your blood vessels in maintaining your blood pressure. Thank you for listening to me once again today. It's your friend Roy Mark, and I know this has helped you or to maintain your heart normal, because remember, when we affect our heart, we have affected so many things in the body, because blood is not going to be reaching other parts the way it's supposed to reach. And this is why when you have a cardiac failure, you find yourself that the lower extremities are swelling up, the hands and the limbs swell around the ankle region. You find that they are swollen So doing, also some patients with kidney failure have the same thing. So things to do with our organs in the body, just like I also made how to maintain our kidneys normal. Today I decided to help you know how you can maintain your heart normal or your blood pressure normal. Please listen to this episode so much well. It will help you improve your heart health. It will help you improve your body health generally, and continue being tuned in always. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. We are going to continue giving you the best information, research based, and this will help you improve your life. Otherwise, it's your friend Real Mark. I love you. God bless you, and have a blessed day. Bye bye.